Good morning, children. Welcome back to your English class. So, children, we have finished with the discussion of our exercise part of our previous lesson, right? So, today, what we are going to do? Today, we are going to discuss the exercise and some of the grammar part of the lesson Bheem and the Buffalo. Okay, and after I finish discussion you have to write it in your notebook. Okay, children, so let's start with our today's class. Okay, so as I told you, I'm going to discuss with you some grammar and writing skill part of the lesson Bheem and the Buffalo. Okay, page number is from 20 to 24. So children, once I finish with this discussion, you have to write it in your notebook. Okay. So see, if you have textbooks right now with you, you can open your textbooks, or else you can only observe the screen. Okay. So see, look at the phrases and sentences in the table below. So in your left, in my left hand side, you can write something, you can see something called Raj plus Leila. Okay, plus sign is given between Raj and Leila. Smooth plus shiny. Red apples plus yellow mangoes. Bhim was hungry plus Bhim was tired. So what you can see, children, between the two words or two sentences, plus sign is given. Okay, now in English language, how you can avoid using this plus and what you can use instead of plus? See to the right hand side table. What is written? First is Raj and Leila. So Raj and Leila, they are joined by and word. Correct? Smooth and shiny. So we have removed that plus sign and we have used and instead of that. Correct? Red apples and yellow mangoes. Correct? So same way, Bhim was hungry and tired. Again and again, we are not going to repeat the same words. See here what it is written. Bhim was hungry plus Bhim was tired. But here we are not going to repeat Bhim was again and again. And what we are going to use? And. So Bhim was hungry and tired. Okay. Next, they had dinner plus they went to bed. They had dinner and went to bed. So they and they is repeating again and again. So what we are going to do? Avoid using the same words, repetitive words, and just write the next sentence. For example, they had dinner and went to bed. Correct? Bhim sold the hen for a few rupees plus Bhim bought some food with the money. So Bhim sold the hen for a few rupees and bought some food with the money. Correct? This is the way it has to be. Yes, after using and word. Right. Bhim helped a beggar plus God rewarded him. Bhim helped a beggar and God rewarded him. Okay, so what is this and? And is called as conjunction. What it is called, children? Conjunction. You have already studied this in grade 2. Yes or no? The words that join together two phrases or two words are called conjunction. Conjunction is also called as a joining word. Understanding, children? Any doubt? Yes? Children, please don't send any smileys, emojis here. We are discussing about our grammar part of lesson number 4, Bhim and the Buffalo. Okay? So, I hope you have understood this so that we can solve exercise related to this. Okay, so here's the exercise. And also helps us to avoid repetition. Just now I told you. Yes, if you're using and, you can avoid repeating the word, repetition of words. Okay, so see the exercise. Join the following words, phrases, and sentences using and. Okay, so tall plus dark. Who can tell me the answer for this? Tall plus dark. What I have taught you just now, that you have to remove plus and add and. So tall and dark. Right? First one is tall and dark. Second one will be Karan plus Arjun. So what will be the answer for this? Karan and Arjun. In plus out. In and out. Read plus write. Read and write. Okay? Same way, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth you have to do. Okay, now for example, see the seventh one. Okay, fifth and sixth is easy. You can write it. See the seventh one. The teacher is sitting, the teacher is talking. So here the words are getting repeat. Okay, so they are getting repeated. So what we can do? We can only write the teacher is sitting and talking. So we are not going to use the words teacher is again and again, and we are going to directly say that teacher is sitting and talking. Clear? Clear? Okay. I opened my book. I began to write. How you can write this? I opened my book and began to write. Understanding eighth one, I repeat again. I opened my book and began to write. So I and I is getting repeated, so we are going to avoid it. Yes or no, children? Is it simple? Any doubt in this? Okay. Next, John is singing plus Asra is singing. So how you can write this sentence? John and Asra are singing. Clear? Understood the difference? So here you can write John and Asra are singing. The hall was empty. We got seats in the front row. The hall was empty and we got seats in the first row. Yes? Is it simple, children? Okay. So, children, see the next one, listening and speaking. So here you can see that what is written. To ask permission, we use may or can. Okay, so boy, may I write the answer on the other side of the sheet? So what is teacher replying? No, write it on a fresh sheet of paper. So what boy is doing, children? Boy is asking for permission from the teacher that can I write on the same page or fresh page? The teacher answers no, write it on a fresh sheet of paper. Okay. Now see the next one. Can I borrow a sheet of paper? Girl says, sure. I have extra. So here what is the difference, children? Use may when you are speaking to teachers or elders, and use can when you are speaking to your friends. Okay. Now for example, children, when you are in class and you want to go to washroom, okay, you always say, can I go to washroom? Right? But what you should do to the elders, to your teachers, you should always say may. May I go to washroom? This is the correct statement. But if you're talking to your friends, You can say that, can you give me your pen? Can you give me your book? Can is allowed for friends. Okay, but if you're talking to your elders, your teachers, if you're taking permission, you should always use may. Am I correct? Next. Okay, children. See, this is very interesting. What will you say in the following situation? Okay. You want your father's permission to join the school picnic. Yes? What will you say in the following situation? Will you say may or will you say can? Because your father is elder. So how you can say, may I go to the school picnic? Okay, because father is elder, right? You second one, you want to borrow your friend's maths notebook. So if it is friend's maths notebook, you will use may or can. What? Can you give me your maths notebook? You can use can. You want a few flowers from your neighbor's garden. Okay, you will say that, may I take flowers from your garden? Okay, in this way, what we are doing, children? Whenever there is some elder person to whom we are talking, we are using may. And whenever we have same age or your friend talking, you can use can. Suppose fourth situation is, you want to play with the children from neighboring block. So, can I play with you all? You can use can. Okay. You are at a restaurant. Ask the waiter for another scoop of cream. A scoop of ice cream. Okay. So now we all know that the waiters are always elder to us. So you can say that, may I get another scoop of ice cream? Okay. So this is the way you should always seek permission. If the person is elder to you, you should always say may. If the person is your friend, you can say can. Right? Any doubt in this, children? Anyone? Are you understanding, children? It's very, very simple. Yes or no? It's very, very easy. Okay. See, children, now here a very interesting writing skill task is given to you. Okay. Now, what you have to do, children? You have to observe the picture and you have to describe or you have to form a short story in your own words. Okay. How we can do it? Can you see your image? Three images are there in front of you. What is there in the first image? Can anybody tell? Yes, what you can see in the first image? The dog is sleeping in the on the road. Am I right? The dog is sleeping on the road. Right. So what you can see in the second picture or how you can connect it to second picture? One small boy gets that dog at his house. Okay, so he observes that the dog is sleeping on the road and he brings him at his house. Right. What you can see in the third picture, children? In the third picture, you can see that the boy gives that small doggy a bowl of milk. Right? He must have been hungry throughout the day. So what dog is doing? Dog is giving him a bowl of milk. Correct? So in this way, you have to frame sentences and create the story. See next, what happens? Yes, what happens now in the next? Yes, children, can you